So not too long ago, I received an email directly from the YouTube legal support team notifying me that someone reported my video for a violation. Now, with the type of violation that was reported on my video, it tells you that you actually have to be the person in the video that feels like you're being violated. You cannot do it on the behalf of someone else. So even though it comes across as quote unquote anonymous, I have a really good idea of who I feel did this and why I'm attempting to be silenced, right? So check this out. YouTube ended up doing a review of their own. They watched the video and it was determined that I violated nothing and the video has full rights to stay here on YouTube. Well, if you try to search that video now, the video is removed. I deleted it myself. And if you guys want to know why, stay tuned and pay attention. Remember what I told you guys in the original video and why you really still want to be careful with what you believe, because some things are being silenced. Here's my truth. Today's video is being brought to you by NeverDenyMe.com. Make sure you take a look at the website for all your graphic needs. Anything from digital to physical. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy named Matthews from NeverDenyMe.com, back again with another video, man. I know it's been a minute and you guys probably been wondering, where have I been? You guys might also be wondering why I have not been uploading videos as frequently as I was before, and also why when you go onto my website, NeverDenyMe.com, why certain things were not available for purchase, or certain services were not available at that time, but they will be back opened up. Hopefully you guys will help me, right? So I'm making this video to give you guys an update. This is technically a part 2, but it might now be considered a part 1 of an update of my dealings. This is my personal opinions, my personal situation, what happened to me. Now, before we get too far into this, I want to let you guys know, as I stated in my last video, this video that I'm making right now, as well as my other one, everything that I said in that video and everything that I'm saying today is about my dealings and my situation. So I'm talking about them as a whole, as a business, and what I think and why I think the business is just full of it, by far the worst company I've ever dealt with, and why I'm making this video again to warn you guys what happened to me, because to me, in my personal opinion, I can't deal with you. I don't care what you're selling. If I don't mess with you, I can't do it, right? So they tried to get me to work for them for free. I denied it. They sent me a contract saying they wanted me to advertise one of their 15 needle embroidery machines. Initially, I was excited until I read the contract and found out they had so many ins and outs, basically with so many different loopholes, to the point that I feel, in my opinion, and you guys feel as well, after watching that video, that that company was going to try to do me in at the end, and I really wasn't going to get nothing out of it. Something else that I noticed that I didn't mention in that video, but I guess this would be the biggest piece. If you guys seen that contract, I showed it on screen and I read it word for word. So there's no lies being told. There's no confusion. There's no nothing. On that contract, the day that I received it and the date that it said this contract is void. I don't know the exact wording. I got to be careful what I'll say because I don't know the exact wording. But basically, the date that it said that the contract was terminated or ended or not valid anymore, by the time that they sent that contract to me, that date had already came and went. So if I would not have noticed that, and let's say I signed that contract and I worked for them, when I went to go try to collect what I feel like I was due, which was the machine, if I helped them sell, crazy amount of them, especially during these times too. That's the big thing. During, what we got going on out here, why everybody has to wear masks and stuff like that. They wanted me to sell these very, very, very expensive machines during this time. And all right, moving forward, right? So I'm just going to jump to one of the comments that I feel like somebody really understood me, man. And I appreciate you for understanding me. And there was a lot of people who are agreeing with me and contacting me here and there and stuff like that, and telling me that they're proud of me and they admire me for my integrity and choosing not to work with a company that, before I forget, I got so much on my mind, guys. This is about 5 months of stuff that's been going on that I have not been telling you guys about. Now, I didn't tell you because I didn't know if I was able to during the time or how it went, but I'm able to tell you now. They tried to get a court order basically saying that I could never talk about their machines. I could never talk about them again. They were trying to get the judge to basically say, if he talks about us ever again, get him out of here. Basically, we pay up. That basically that's what they were trying, and it didn't go as planned. At the time of the recording of this video, the video that we're discussing here today, which again you guys may or may not be able to see anymore due to settlement purposes, right? That video has over 20,000 views, 1,100 likes, and I would say about 250 comments, right? Most of you agree, and even the few of you who are on their side, at least you guys even agreed, for the most part, you guys even agreed, hey, I ain't got nothing bad to say, but I do agree that that was a horrible contract and I wouldn't have signed that contract either. So at least you guys are not like crazy. If you guys think I should have signed that contract, I would think you guys are absolutely in freaking insane. So after that video was posted, they contacted me again. Now I might show this one on screen, but I'm just gonna freestyle it. So basically what they said, right? They contacted me like 3 days after that video was posted. They said, hey, we seen your video. We know we can make it right if you just give us a chance to speak, and you know, so whatever. Basically they wanted to set up a call so they can tell me their side of the story to see if it makes sense, right? They said, we know we can clear everything up if you just let us speak. Let us tell our part of the story, right? Now, even though that contract they sent me, that's all the story I needed to hear. I ain't need to hear nothing else. I seen what you all about. Even if you guys would want it to change the contract, I seen what you guys tried to do to me initially. And had I been somebody that was just so excited to work with you guys, I would have signed it, you know? And then whoever did sign it, that's why I said I hope you guys read the contract. No matter how nice the lady was trying to sound in the email, that contract was, whoo, that contract was mean. I'm telling you, that contract was mean. I wasn't going to get nothing out of it. Anyway, though, they seen the video. They said, we can explain. We want to make it better and all that type of stuff, right? As much as I really wanted to ignore them, I just said, okay, let me reply and see if they can actually make it better, right? I replied and I just said, okay, I have somebody that can speak with you guys tomorrow at this time. And if we take this call, it's going to be recorded, right? The reason why I wanted to do that is because I felt I wanted to be fair, you know, my integrity. This is how I am. Even if I feel a company has treated me so unfairly, if they feel like they can make up for what they did, or not necessarily offer a better deal, but basically tell me, which I don't think they were going to be able to prove, but tell me how much of a mistake it was, or they sent me the wrong contract and they didn't mean to do this. Is not what they said, but I'm just saying stuff. This is, what could they possibly say after sending that contract already? What could you possibly have done wrong that you're gonna clear up? So long story short, though, they never replied to it, even though I gave them the opportunity to speak. I was gonna give them the opportunity to speak, see whatever they had to say, and I was gonna share it in another video with you guys to say, all right, guys, this is what was really going on. They cleared it up, but they never did, right? Instead, I received this in the mail. Now, I can't show you guys the details of this because I want to be very careful with what I show, and you know, but this is pretty much the paperwork telling me, hey, you've been sued, and this thing contains all kinds of stuff saying, you know, you posted a video and everything you said was a lie, and these are all the bullet points of what's a lie, and this and that. And first of all, what I want to tell you guys is this is where I kind of messed up at, and this is why the video may or may not still be up at the time of this recording. I shared my experience in the video, but then I also shared somebody else. This is somebody who actually purchased a machine, and I shared their experience in my video as well. It all ended up panning out, and that's why the case is pretty much out the window now. The case is over, it's done. Didn't get nothing like nearly what they were asking for at all. I feel like I won the case, but I feel like at the same time we both lost a lot. So this is the reason why I'm making this video, because my plan is to keep the truth alive, guys. Please do not let the truth die, because I really did have to pay, I'm talking thousands of dollars to defend myself in this case. All the stuff that they try to prove, I'm not going to read everything, but basically saying some stuff that I seen that I think is kind of funny. Let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. There's 12 bullet points specifically on things that they feel were defamation, right? Defamation is not somebody telling the truth and basically putting you on blast. It's what they feel is called a lie, right? So in order for it to be a lie, you either have to, you know, not be able to prove it, or I guess, I don't know. We ain't getting too technical, but one of the things that I find really funny, a lot of this other stuff is like opinion, which was why most of this whole entire case got thrown out. They were mad that their machine was labeled as a piece of junk, and they were mad that just a lot of stuff, right? But most of this stuff, like saying somebody's product is a piece of junk or it's crappy, those are opinions, obviously, right? Those are opinions. That's not something that can be proven a fact or false. That's like if you buy a candy bar, somebody tries the candy bar and says, ooh, this candy bar tastes great, I love it, I would buy another one. And somebody else can taste it and say, this candy bar tastes like shit, I would never buy it, the worst candy bar ever. And that's kind of like, you know, what I feel about this situation that I'm in here right now. So they try to come after me for defamation, for interference, and just different stuff. I don't want to go over the whole thing, but it's pages and pages and pages of stuff that they said was done wrong in that video. Let me look here real quick. I included some other excerpts in the video to comment on. And again, some of you guys got the point, right? I feel like, based on the likes versus dislikes and the comments and stuff like that, I feel like most of you have common sense. Most of you guys realize that the contract that they sent to me was a horrible contract, and you guys also would not have signed it. Not only did I help people from even just dealing with this company in general, I also was able to help other people that received that same contract. So please, guys, read between the lines. I can only say so much. However, what I'm saying is the truth, in my opinion, and what I believe, and I just got to be careful, right? I had proof in my other video. I showed everything on screen. So if you guys don't believe me, I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to ask the community. But if I can still explain my experience and dealings with the whole company in general, even though I have to talk about the whole company and not specific people, that's okay with me, right? Because that's kind of what it says on this paper. So what they were trying to sue me for initially, guys, in the paperwork, officially, $600,000, guys.
Oh my God!
This is why, again, I need y'all help, because my attorney fees to get this pretty much removed, tossed out, settled, whatever you want to call it, oh, that was sky high. So if you guys feel like that video helped you out, I am asking you guys to please donate something to my attorney's fees. I'm gonna have maybe like my Cash App below. I don't know if I need to make a GoFundMe. I don't know if I need to give y'all my PayPal. All that stuff is gonna be below though. And I really need to get back on it. However, do I feel like it was worth it? If you guys feel like it was worth it, I honestly feel like it was worth it. If I honestly, you know, based on the views and the likes of the video, I had 20,000 views and like 1,100 likes. If I help that many people out to not make this same mistake that I did, or not put themselves in a situation to even deal with this company, then to me it's worth it. Now, sometimes you got to be, I guess, in my shoes. You got to be the one to get burned to help other people. And even though I don't believe I was the first one to speak out about it, again, my video was not entirely based off somebody else's opinion, but I included somebody else's experience dealing with this company in my video. So I would say I'm number 2 in putting this information out there, because there's, trust me guys, the fact that this case didn't go all the way to trial and they backed out, considering that they were trying to sue me initially for $600,000, guys. I'll tell you how much they got in the end. But initially in the official paperwork, they said that I caused them at least $600,000 in damages, right? Their reputation, embarrassment, and all this type of stuff. But consider this too. I was embarrassed too. Before I made the video about it, like telling you guys why I turned down the deal, when I first seen the deal, this was before the contract. When I first got the email, oh, I was excited. And I told some people and they were proud of me. And I was proud, and just knowing like, wow, I get to experience a machine like at no cost. And then that's when I found out, wait a minute, this ain't at no cost.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
They're going to sue me for $10,000 if I attempt to buy a different machine. If I use any other multi-needle embroidery machine on my channel, they're going to sue me. That's what, you know, I showed you guys again the proof on the paperwork. So that's when I was just like, okay, this contract is complete BS, right? Back to it though. They started out saying we're suing you for $600,000. This is what they felt like they were entitled to for whatever reason. There was no calculations of where these prices were really coming from or anything like that. And that's what the attorneys were kind of arguing about. Like, where are you coming up with this number of 600,000? Next thing you know, maybe not even too long after, they was like, all right, well, we feel like we're owed $500,000. So we're going to keep this going, right? They was trying to keep up the fight, right? It went from $600,000 to $500,000. And then this is when I was nervous the whole time. I'm going to admit and say I didn't think this was a game. I didn't think it was a joke. But I felt like I had so much proof to shut this case down that I was kind of just very confused how this is even possible. How is it possible for me to tell my honest opinion, my honest truth? I sat there and read the words right off the paper, so there's no way that I could lie if I'm reading, you know, the document. I'm showing you guys proof on the screen, the emails that this company sent me and the offers and stuff like they were giving me. I felt like I had so much proof that the case was just going to get tossed out just like that. But this is the trick, and this is what you guys need to be careful about. And again, I might be doing another video, quite a few videos. If you guys have any specific questions, ask them below, and I will try my best to like make a video or collaborate with the attorney and make a video on like the attorney's channel and see if I can share that on this channel as well. So this is the part that became tricky. Even though I had so much evidence and a lot of proof that I showed via video, when it came time to reply to the complaint and stuff like that, knowing that my entire answer to the complaint is in video format, that's what makes it kind of tricky. So if you have to prove yourself in a video, the judges, you know, from what I was told, the judges sometimes will watch video and stuff like that. But with a case like this, it's considering it's $600,000, I'm thinking this is the big case. But considering, you know, actual crimes and like real stuff where people are going to actually, you know, go to jail and stuff for, in this situation, I guess it was not serious enough for a judge to like watch my video. I don't know if they did or not, but I couldn't reply and just say, watch the video. You know, it had to be documented in there when all my proof was on video. They then, a very short amount of time went by, and then they said, okay, well, we feel like we're owed $500,000 in damages, right? They were trying to punish me, basically. Not even all the amount was kind of like, this is what we feel like we're owed. They were trying to make a point and say, you know, never talk about us again. So the blessing in this situation, even though I did lose out on a lot of money, right? The blessing is that since this did not go all the way to trial, there was no actual ruling on the case saying that I could never speak about my experience and that I would actually have to shut up. So therefore, since I had to spend so much money on trying to defend my freedom of speech, that is the reason why I'm making this video. Not only am I telling you guys my situation, I'm trying to help you guys so you guys will not be in the same situation, and just hopefully you guys listen to me. If you do it, that's on you. If you do it and something goes bad, I'm not the type of person to say, I told you so, or you should have listened. I'm just going to say, damn, that sucks. However, I'm trying to avoid that stuff from happening by telling you guys my experience. So again, I'm basically telling you guys about 5 months worth of knowledge and 5 months of what I've been dealing with. Even though I was actually continuing to post videos in the beginning, and then I kind of slowed down to kind of wrap this whole court case up. And that's the reason why we're at where we're at now, and why the previous video might have to be taken down. So I am praying that you guys keep the truth alive. Everything I said in that video was the truth, was either an opinion or just my personal dealings and stuff like that itself, which is why they did not win the case. I'm gonna try this again for the last time. They wanted $600,000, didn't get it. They asked for $500,000, didn't get it. Then they asked for, they said, okay. Then they became a little bit more realistic, which is still ridiculous though, considering that I feel I didn't do anything wrong and I had all the proof and showed everything on screen. Then they said, okay, we'll settle this for $30,000.
What?
I said no.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Then the next offer was, and this is, again, this is not like back and forth right away. This is days or weeks or whatever going by. And when they're kind of falling short on evidence, and with my attorney, whew, when I tell y'all, man, my attorney went out them so hard, bro. When I tell y'all my attorney shut it down, I'm actually mad that the case ended early. Like, I really did want the case to end early, but after seeing how hard he was going on him, I kind of wanted the case to go because I was about to come up. Like, I was about to come up so much for them attempting to sue me. Or I won't say attempting to sue me, right? They did sue me, but then they didn't win. I guess we both kind of didn't get much out of it, but wasted time, right? Good thing is, though, I feel like I have a good heart and I have good intentions, and I believe in my integrity, right? I believe in that. So I feel like with that and God on my side and the correct audience, the proper audience that trusts me and just knows that I'm not the type of person that's going to try to get myself involved at all with stuff that I feel is shady and faulty and snaky and stuff like that, I feel like I'll be okay. I feel like even though not everybody is going to be able to donate, or not everybody is even going to want to donate, I honestly feel like people that I've truly helped are going to be able to donate money to me. Again, I'm going to try to add a link below, or make a GoFundMe, or donate to my PayPal or my Cash App. Wherever you donate to, preferably try to check into some place where, you know, I'd be able to get like all of the money, because I do know, you know, if this is your only option, go ahead, feel free. Anything will help me at all. On platforms like PayPal, if you send money through PayPal, PayPal takes a cut before I even get some. I feel like, what is it? If you send money to me through like Cash App, I think I would end up getting all of that money. You guys just wanted to put a little something on the tab. Again, you guys do not have to. I appreciate you guys if you just even thumbs up this video. But as much as I didn't want to make this video, I feel like I had to. But let me get back to it again. I'm all over the place. My bad. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me. $600,000 denied. $500,000 denied. $30,000 denied. Then they asked for $10,000 denied.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
You want to know how much money they got out of me?
I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
Now, some of you guys might think, well, if I had to pay them anything, does that technically mean I lost? I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure, right? Because I don't know how it looks or whatever. But I think it just shows up as a dismissed case, because this ruling was not determined by a judge. The judge did not say, Nate, you have to pay them $100. It was kind of like, I was tired of wasting my time. I wanted to get back to being able to make videos for you guys and doing what I truly enjoy, and not worrying about this BS company. What I feel, that's my opinion, right? Worst company I ever dealt with. Not worst situation I've ever been in, but I think this is a ridiculous situation, and a lot of money has been spent. And again, I'm talking a lot of money to be able to have the freedom of speech and be able to say the things that I'm saying in the video. I ended up having to give them $100, or I didn't have to give them, but we offered them $100. Say, hey, I know you're asking for $600,000, but you damn sure ain't getting no $600,000 out of me.
Boy, if you don't,
you might want to take this $100 and get on up out of here, right? So they initially did not want to do that, but I feel like my attorney did such a good job that after I read the stuff that he wrote, I was kind of mad that they accepted that $100. But the way that it is, I'm not going to get too technical and stuff like that. I might have my attorney be able to speak with you guys. But when we offered them the $100 to kind of just dismiss the whole thing, they had a certain amount of time to accept it. And they didn't want to accept it, right? But when we filed a certain motion to dismiss the case, oh, they accepted it real quick. They did it real quick, because if they would not have accepted and we would have won, again, I won officially, I won a motion, right? There was only one hearing, like one official hearing, like in front of a judge, and I won, right? Ours was granted, theirs was moot. Now, I don't know, this is my opinion, I'm guessing, look it up yourself, right? But long story short, what they said in their hearing was technically considered moot, which in my opinion, or my guess, kind of means pointless. Like, the stuff that they were saying was pointless to what the hearing was about. They weren't making any sense. It was moot, right? What my attorney was saying was granted, so we won the hearing. So technically, since I actually do have a W on the board, and I was the only one that got on the board with a W, technically I won the case. However, I lost a lot of money in defending myself in this case. And in the end of it, because we settled, the settlement was, hey, if we stop having to come to court and wasting money, I'll delete the video. Because to be honest, and this is the part that kind of sucks, I guess for both sides, because it don't suck for them. They did this. They the ones that sent me this paper, right? It's on them. But the reason why I feel like it sucks for me that I had to spend all this money and still I'm gonna have to delete the video at the end of the day, even though I was right. In all my opinions, they couldn't prove anything that I did wrong, and I feel like I honestly would have won the case if I would have went. The fact that we offered what's called an offer of judgment, the fact that that was on the table, and I feel like, I guess, again, my attorney wrote something so good, they was like, all right, we'll take this $100 and get on up out of here. So I'm pretty sure they lost quite a bit of money as well. All I did was tell the truth. I showed you guys the contract. I showed you guys the information, and you guys understood. You guys believed me.
Oh my God! Wow!
Again, I think this video is getting a little bit too long, but I would really appreciate if you guys could help me. Once I actually, recover some of this money, I'm going to be getting a machine. I'm going to be putting out some new content for you guys. I got a lot of different other videos that I made, but I'm still going to be putting them on pause and not uploading them just yet. But just know, a company attempted to sue me for $600,000. My freedom of speech is still open. They were going to try to tell the judge to say, tell him he can never make another video about us. He can never say our name. He can never nothing. And since everything was thrown out, I still have my rights, guys. So if you guys are willing to help me recover any of my attorney's fees, if I helped you guys out in any way at all possible, please click the link below, and I'll catch you guys in another video, possibly with more details and like another, a breakdown of exactly what was going on. With that being said, y'all, catch you in the next video. Peace.
This is business and it's personal. This ain't tip shit, this is terminal. It's still a contract when it's verbal. Or take your ass back through that wormhole. I can smell a creature in a sleeper, nigga. I can see him reaching from the bleachers, nigga. Yet y'all want that, I don't need that. You can say you love me, I don't believe that. Snake niggas getting nothing from me.